Look what you've instigated. Now everyone is dilly-dallying around instead of doing their work.
Was that different before?
Maybe I should write a book too! It can't be that hard!
Why would Laura recruit you to deal with the theft? Aren't there any other detectives who are actually qualified for the job?
I've been doing very well so far, if I do say so myself. The truth will be revealed in the end.
Huh?
This folder says Manual for CS Agents. How and when to create vouchers correctly. I'm falling asleep just reading the title. couldn't believe Sophie managed to talk Boris in. Salami bandit wasn't working alone. It made sense for the bus driver to be involved. Aha! I had it all figured out now. It was time that I confront the culprits. But first, I had to free Sophie.
Oh.
Sophie! What happened?
What's going on out here?
Why is everyone yelling?
This looks dramatic.
It's kind of a long story.
And guess who deduced said long story? The one and only Duck Detective.
Read the room.
This is how everything went down. The Bretzel Bearbus branch was suffering losses and had their budget cut as a result. Manfred, worried about the financial stability of his family, felt himself backed into a corner. This is when he became the Salami Bandit. He made his grand plan of salami smuggling and realized he couldn't do this alone. He recruited Boris, since it would be easiest for the bus driver to load and unload the wares discreetly. The bus would go through a customs check at the Salsiccia bus station first. And then Boris would take a detour to get the salami and load it onto the bus. This is why the buses always had a huge delay. It wouldn't be easy to talk Boris into crime, so Manfred convinced Sophie to join the team. Boris's obsession with her would make it easy for her to manipulate him into helping with their plan. Everything was going well until the Duck Detective, that's me, infiltrated the office. Freddy was meant to be the scapegoat for the crime, but I'm not fooled that easily. Sophie began getting cold feet and ultimately wanted to confess to the police. Manfred couldn't have this, so he interfered. In an outburst of panic, he abducted her and hid her in the luggage compartment of one of the buses. And this is why Manfred stole Laura's lunch!
What?
Everything is figured out, but who is truly guilty? Manfred, Sophie, and Boris are all involved in the smuggling. Who should get arrested for their crimes? Manfred was the mastermind behind everything. Should Manfred get arrested? He was the planner, but he technically didn't get his hands dirty. Not to mention what it would do to his poor family. What about Sophie? Without her, the smuggling wouldn't have been possible. She manipulated poor Boris into taking the salami across the border. Should Sophie get arrested? Manfred clearly was the one who gave the instructions. Sophie was naive to follow along, but I don't believe she is truly liable. Boris was at the end of the chain. Had he refused to take the salami on board, the plan would have not worked out. Should Boris get arrested? He might have not realized what was going on entirely, but that doesn't mean he's not liable for engaging in the smuggling. All right, I've made up my mind. I will report to the state police. Boris.
The police? I didn't do anything!
You know very well you assisted in organized smuggling.
I didn't! I thought I was helping Sophie. She said her cousin was ill, and the only thing that would make her happy was the salsiccia salamis.
But look at him! He's such a nice guy! I don't believe he could ever do something wrong.
He, has, though. Ignorance is no excuse in the eyes of the law.
Wow, you really did quack the case, Mr. Duck Detective. You're just as cool as I imagined.
Not now, Fredderson. The truth. The truth is an ugly mistress. But it is my duty to throw bread to the fine beak of Lady Justice.